Because, Chase, I know nobody watches College Q more
We
than
got NFL hashes. No, they
Chase?
fixed it. They fixed it. If you didn't watch it, it was college hashes. Now it's NFL because we're talking about the scouting combine.
A nerd. A nerd I am dealing with.
Attention to detail.
A nerd I am dealing with. All right, now look, we're talking about the top 5 quarterbacks going into the draft. There are no bigger story, no bigger position. These are franchise changers.
Yeah.
These are the people who you will be talking about, rooting about, cheering on for the next 10 to 15 years, and you need to know these names before anybody else. So, Chase, teach them to me, teach them to the world.
This is a way too early list because we haven't even seen them at the combine. This is based off their college tape and their potential to go to the NFL and have some success. Let's start with number 5, a guy you may not have heard about, even though he's 26 years old, Tyler Shark from Louisville.
Yeah.
Okay, he started at Oregon, backing up my guy, Justin Herbert, 26 years old, that's right.
Come on, man.
Backing up my guy, Justin Herbert, went to Texas Tech, and then last year, big, strong guy, can throw it anywhere. The biggest thing for him is injury concerns. How will staffs and GMs understand what he does at the next level? But if you just purely put on the tape, he balled out at the Senior Bowl. He has a lot of arm strength, a lot of talent. He's 6'5". Acho, 6'5" quarterback sometimes. That's like right at the top of a level. Like I've heard scouts and people say if you're over 6'5", they don't really like it because name a 6'6" quarterback that's worked out in the NFL. So I really like Tyler Shuck. He has the most to gain. We're going to get into that after. Okay, number 4. A guy that went to Ohio State.
This is interesting to me. This is very
Kyle
interesting
McCord. It was interesting to me, too. I took the little trip to Disney World. It was a 6-hour flight. You know what tape I watched? I didn't watch Shedeur. I didn't watch Cam. I didn't watch Jackson Dart. I watched Kyle McCord because Kyle McCord led the NCAA in passing yards last year. He reminds me a lot of Baker Mayfield coming out. Very, the way he drops, the way he releases the ball, the quick release, extremely accurate, knows exactly where to go with the football, and at times can get a little bit loose. What that means in the pocket is, hey, you don't really feel it, right? You're not really seeing it. He doesn't see pressure really well. I think a mid-round level guy, he could actually come in and start down the road. He's got to sit for a couple years.
Now, let me pause you because I feel as though there is a large gap, a substantive, massive gap between number 5 and T-Show, between number 4 and Kyle McCord, and between number 3 and Jackson Dart. Like, I feel like there is a first round to fourth round caliber gap between those two.
That's so good. And I would say the first 2, heads above everyone else. I think Jackson Dart has a chance to move in that group. Then the gap between Jackson Dart and Kyle McCord, huge. And Kyle McCord and Louisville guy, Tyler Shuck, is big. So this is not even remotely close to what we saw last year where we had 6 first-round guys go. So 1 and 2, just keep this in mind. That's a great point. Okay, let's get to number 3. This guy, okay, Jackson Dart, played Lane Kiffin's offense at Ole Miss. This is probably the most interesting guy for me in this entire draft, okay? He has to overcome. He put up a lot of yards, a lot of points, a lot of touchdown passes. I think he had 7 touchdown passes in one game. The way he throws the football reminds me of a Drew Brees early in his career. Not saying he can be that at all. He's very accurate deep down the field. He's a very sneaky, I would say, sneaky athletic guy. Reminds me of Bo Nix coming out in terms of can move in the pocket, can run for first downs. One of the only guys in college that I see up there controlling the line of scrimmage with protections and stuff like that. I do think that Jackson Dart has a chance to go in the first round.
I don't disagree with that. I would suggest Jackson Dart, and let me know if you agree, he has the most to gain of any prospect. I was watching Ole Miss's bowl game, and I put out on social media, it got, I think, 1 million retweets with interaction. I said, yo, why aren't we talking about him more? In his bowl game, standing in the pocket, throwing darts, no pun intended, on the move, throwing darts. He just looks like he can do everything.
And he's really good mentally, like I was saying at the line of scrimmage. That's what scouts are wanting to see. The athletic ability screams out on tape. But what this scouting combine is you go and you speed date teams. Somebody's going to fall in love with it.
Now, surprisingly, you have Shedeur at number 2.
Why is that surprising?
1. Because the whole world would suggest that Shedeur Sanders over the last 2 years, based upon not just name recognition, but what he was able to do at Colorado, should have ascended.
Yeah. I like Shedeur Sanders a lot. The more I watch him, the more I fall in love with him. And I think scouts and GMs will say the same thing. Without a doubt in this class, the dude is the most polished passer I've seen. It's not even close, even above Cam Ward. He makes all the right throws. He's a big, tall guy. He's a classical drop-back passer, which you don't see in the league very much. he takes way too many sacks for me. The reason why I had Cam Ward, and we'll get to him later, number one, over Shedeur, I think Shedeur, okay, he hasn't reached his ceiling, but I don't know how much better he can get. Now, when you go to the number one prospect in Cam Ward, his ceiling is way up there. Like, I don't think he's reached his ceiling. That's why I have Cam Ward at number one. Now, Cam Ward, to me, man, okay, he's been a lot of places. You can say what you want about the bowl game in Iowa State, how he set out in the second half. You can say, oh, we have character concerns, we have this, we have that. No one has the arm talent, the arm strength, and the arm ability of Cam Ward in this draft. That's why I think the Tennessee Titans or the Cleveland Browns would take him. Look, my biggest thing, and I want to give you a weakness on him, can he play in a non-RPO offense? Because you see him in Miami, and we're going to show a couple plays of him, exactly what he's doing. But can he play in an offense that's a non-RPO offense? The way he manages the pocket. This is what I want you to see right here. We had to get this. This is from the bowl game. All right, so here obviously is Cam Ward. Okay, covers zero pressure. That means everyone back there, and it's not even working. Okay, everyone back here is cover zero. Okay, when you manage the pocket like this, and you end up going, oh, there it goes. Okay, when you end up going, we're going to show this view first, because they end up pressuring. They end up going cover zero. Okay, double A gap mug. What should happen here, and this is the problem with the college offense sometimes, what happens is left guard should come down, left tackle should come down, and you should leave the free runner right here. Okay, this is what I love about him. Watch how cool, calm, and collected he is in the pocket. Okay, that's not a fun. That's not a fun idea. You don't like to be in that position as a quarterback. In my mind, a lot of guys will just throw it away or do this and that. Watch what he does right here, bro. Moves in the pocket. Okay, resets up in the pocket. Look at this arm angle. It's hard to see up here, but this arm angle for him, he's throwing to a non-open guy right there. He's able to get that from right there. We don't even need to show the other dude. This is unbelievable for me for a college player to do this. I think his ceiling is next level.
To me, is it fair to say that Shedeur's better in the pocket, but Cam has a little more juice? Like, he's a little more athletic.
Oh,
he's
way
a little
more.
Stronger.
Yeah.
He can throw on the run a little bit better. He has a little more size to him. But Shedeur, as far as clean pocket passer, reading progressions, looks better.
And if you've looked at the progression of the game, even from the early to middle 2000s to now in the game, what do you want as a quarterback? You want to be able to move outside of the pocket, create like Patrick Mahomes, like Josh Allen, like Lamar Jackson, all these top guys, even Joe Burrow. He doesn't move to run, he moves to throw. I see that out of Shedeur sometimes. Cam Ward, to me, highest ceiling.
The most fascinating thing to me, I don't know if Shedeur will do this, but I am waiting to see his 40 times. Shedeur does not play the game physically fast. He plays it incredibly emotionally fast, intellectually fast. Shedeur processes things. I'm very curious, because to your point, Shedeur does so many things great. Great.
Super smart.
He did take too many sacks.
Way too many.
Offensive line, obviously,
it was
not
bad.
great.
It was bad.
Terrible.
It was bad.
It's fascinating to see Shedeur, incredible passer.
Yeah.
Cam Ward, I think, has a little more juice to him. Depends on what you need, I think will dictate.
I like it.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes,
yeah.
Cam Ward moves better than Shedeur?
Yes.
Significantly.
Easily.
We watching the same tape?
Yeah.
Like with Cam Ward, he moves to create outside of the pocket. Shedeur will sit there. If it's not open, in my opinion, what I've seen, he takes sacks.
Who's the better athlete at the quarterback spot, moving around?
Cam Ward.
Cam. Yeah.
Not even close.
And that's both of you guys watching the same tape?
1,000%.
Not even
What tape I'm watching? Different?
Wait.
Because I don't see that. I don't see that. The tape I'm watching must be
Shedeur's a
different.
classical drop back passer.
Shedeur,
And that's fine.
Yeah,
Shedeur escapes out of the pocket and makes plays with his legs and scrambles
Not
more
as
than
much as
Cam Ward.
No.
It's not
Please
even
show me.
really,
Please show me. You got
I
the
just showed
tablet?
you.
It's not even really.
I just showed you.
I'm talking about running.
We're going to show
get
some more.
I like Shedeur don't be.
Yeah.
It's not.
He stays in the pocket.
We're going to talk about it off camera.
Please.
I got to get the break.
Please.
Hey, when we
Shedeur a better
return,
quarterback, though.
T. Higgins could be on a different